This video tutorial will explain to you how to solve questions involving Le Chatelier's principle. When a stress is applied on a system, you will be asked to state whether the system is going to shift to the left toward the reactants or to the right toward the products, or if the stress applied will have no effect. So let's first begin with this question. I have the first stress is a decrease in the concentration of H2S. So a decrease in the concentration of H2S. So this means we are at this water tank analogy. So H2S is on the side of reactants and we removed part of H2S. So the water, to re-establish equilibrium again in this tank, is gonna go in this direction towards giving back H2S. So here we go. In this system, if H2S is removed, the system is gonna go toward the left in order to give me back the reactant removed. So my answer here would be towards the reactant. So towards the left. Let's take another example. What if the stress was an increase in the concentration of carbon disulfide? So I increased in the carbon disulfide. Now I am going to show you carbon disulfide is on the side of the product. So if I take this equilibrium over here and I'm adding water on this side, how will the water change to re-establish equilibrium? It's gonna go backward. It's gonna go toward the reactant. Or this is another example. If you added water on the side of reactants, if you added on this side, the water will go to this direction, reducing the stress. Now in this question, CS2 is on the side of the product and it is increased. So I need to take the reactant toward the left, toward the reactants, to reduce this added stress. Now, let's take another example. A decrease in the concentration of methane, and methane is over here. If methane decreased, reduced, it means that the reaction will go backward to give me back methane. So this one will also go towards the left. Now I am going to give you an example. Let's say we have an increase in the concentration of CH4. How will the equilibrium change? An increase in the concentration. So here's CH4. CH4 is on the reactant side and I increase the amount of CH4. So the water will shift in this direction. It goes toward the right in order to re-establish equilibrium. So reaction equilibrium will go towards the product. Now, enough with the questions of concentration. Let's move now to questions of pressure. Whenever they ask you a question related to pressure or volume, you will count the number of moles on the equation. So here it's an increase in the pressure, or as if they said a decrease in volume, because as you know, volume and pressure are inversely proportional. So in order to answer this question, you need to count. You need to count how many mole of gas I have on every side. So here I have 1 mole and here I have 2 moles. So 1 plus 2, that makes it 3 moles in equilibrium with. Here I have 1 CS and 4 H2. So 1 and 4, that makes it 5 moles. So we are dealing with 3 moles versus 5 moles. So an increase in the pressure would mean that the equilibrium is gonna go towards the side that has less mole. So it's gonna go to the left. in order to reduce the amount of moles so that the pressure can be reduced. If the question says a decrease in the pressure, so the equilibrium is going to go towards the right in order to increase back this pressure. Now, one more question. What if we have a decrease or increase in temperature as a stress? In this case, we need to know whether the system is exothermic or endothermic. You locate where the heat is written. So here, this question is saying that we decrease the temperature, so the system is going to go toward the right in order to give me more and more and more heat because the heat was reduced. So the answer here would be going toward the product, to the right. Now, just for your information, if they added a catalyst has no effect on the system because a catalyst is only to increase the rate, the speed of the reaction. So the reaction or the equilibrium will be reached faster, but no side will be favored. No, not the product, not the reactants.